Yep, just woke up. This is the day of my surgical procedure to remove this. I've been having this for a long time. Never knew what it was. Went to, you know what I'm saying, a doctor in my 20s, um, early 20s, to see what it was, and shit, he didn't know. He just touched it and was like, oh yeah, it's a fat deposit. He just touched my head like, oh, it's a fat deposit. Don't worry about it. It'll probably get bigger. You have to get it removed. That's what he told me. Um, but he's right. It got bigger, but it's not a fat deposit. It's a artery. It's a vein, like an artery. It's like my exterior temporal artery. It over the course of the last couple of years, it's gotten bigger. I went to one doctor, county doctor. They ain't shit. And was like, "What's up with this?" And he's like, "Oh, that's I think he said the same thing. That's something." I was like, "No, dude, this is a vein. I can feel my pulse in it." "Oh, well, let's run an ultrasound." "Oh, you're right." How the fuck you know more than the doctors? I'm like, "This looks like temporal gigantus or something." And he was like, "No, it's not that." Nigga, that's exactly what the fuck it is. But that's on some medical shit. But anyways, that doctor was spooked. He shook me, you know what I'm saying? He shook the spot like he did some slick shit. Cause I seen it on his face. He wasn't ready for that. You know what I'm saying? And cause black people different. We not saying that all black people different, but well, shit, damn near. But our genetic makeup is a little different. You know what I'm saying? On some deeper knowledge type shit. Some deeper, understanding who you are type shit. We not all made the same is what I'm really trying to say. We made a little different. They want to say, it's the human race and kumbaya, but we all different. And Western medicine doesn't subscribe to, or not subscribe, but they practice Western medicine from the standpoint of a white male. They don't even practice Western standpoint from the standpoint of a white female. So they damn sure don't practice medicine from the standpoint of a melanated being. You know what I'm saying? You can tell by the medicines that they prescribe you. Those medicines have way too much metal in them for them to even truly be effective on black people. Or we have a different reaction to metals like that because we already have those metals in our body. Melanated people have plenty of metals in our body. So when you start adding more metals to your body in the form of medicine, it has a different kind of reaction. But I'm digressing. Anyways, so fast forward into the situation now, having some issues with it, you know what I'm saying? Just when I lay on the right side, sometimes it's not cool, it's very just uncomfortable. And I went to a doctor, and about another issue, and I brought this up, and then he wanted me to go have it looked at by a vascular surgeon. So that's where I'm at right now. Today's my procedure date, and I'm kind of spooked because this nigga, he don't really seem like he know what the fuck he talking about, but I expect that because they ain't never seen no shit like this. You know what I'm saying? But on some more spiritual shit, I've done some research on it spiritually, and that's the only really concern that I have. Like, I know that it's some other shit, and I'm just not quite sure on what to do with it from this point. So I don't want it to become a problem later in life just because these motherfuckers don't know what they talking about. So we finna go and see what happens. And I'll see you on the other side of this thing. Anytime they put you under anesthesia, it's just, you never know. You never know. So, I'm about to see. And, just me documenting. And, I think I'm going to meditate for a minute. And, see y'all in a minute. So, now I'm in the car. You know what I'm saying? A step closer to this bullshit. As you can see, I ain't really slept too soundly, but it's alright. So I don't get no points for beauty today. No beauty points. And but I mean, I'll be lying to say if I wasn't at least a bit concerned. And it's funny because, since this thing has become more, why is traffic like this? Oh, only because I gotta go somewhere. And it's Mercury retrograde. Picked a fine time, huh? But go get some gas or something. Fuck it. I've tried to cope with it, you know what I'm saying? I tried to meditate on it, and I meditated and the shit kind of went down, but I don't think I have enough chi in my body to permanently dissipate this. So that's, if you're wondering why I'm having the procedures, because I can't do it myself. I can't fix it myself. Now you're probably like, well, it's natural, it's part of you, it's your God-given gift, and that's what I'm really afraid of. Like, what if this throws off my ability to channel or my ability to astral travel or understand things? You know what I'm saying? Maybe what if this is my secret source of power? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Something is leading me to check it out. I'm gonna get some gas. And then all kind of signs have been happening like this. I don't know if you can see that. So I've been seeing shit like that all morning. What's the chances of seeing that? You know what I mean? And then, so there's stuff like that kind of, I look at the symbology in life. You know what I'm saying? And not only this morning, but kind of just leading up into this day, there's fucking traffic. Man, it's 8 o'clock. Shouldn't motherfuckers be where they need to be already? Like, I don't understand. It's a collective consciousness thing, you know what I'm saying? People are so discombobulated with their own self. I'm finna go. I don't know if y'all know how I'm finna get down, but that's how I'm finna get down. Thank you. So, people be all fucked up in the morning. Traffic ain't nothing but a collective consciousness of stress and motherfuckers procrastinating and not want to go where the fuck they going. So motherfuckers subconsciously are taking their time to do stupid shit. Anyways. So I guess we'll see. This is just day one. I really haven't had any type of experiences from either the anesthesia or the medication or anything as far as I'm healing. But like I said, I know that even in the Indian pantheon or the Sanskrit or the Hindu pathways of things, I know the right temporal lobe is revered and sacred, hidden knowledge, you know. And it's not like I didn't get rid of it for any other reason other than my instinct. So we're going to see what happens, what the doctors say it is, because whatever they say it is, they probably don't know or they lying. You know what I'm saying? But I will say that my heart issues or palpitations have not been present at all. So it's been I don't know, let's see. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This is the third day after my procedure on my right temple. And my concern is like, you know, how will this affect me spiritually? Will it enhance it? Will it increase it? You know? And the reason why I'm making this segment of the video is because, you know, a couple of years ago, you know, I watched this guy on YouTube, Dr. Pila. He's a Indian or Hindu guy, deep into the metaphysics and esoteric knowledge and stuff like that. And at the time, he had shared a mantra for the right temple lobe. This right here. He shared a mantra, and it's called the chant for knowledge. And at the time, you know, I was just like, well, I have this right temporal lobe thing going on. You know, is this the reason why I am so easy to be privy to knowledge and higher understandings and stuff like that? And there's a little blood right there. And so I used the chant, and I didn't see really any increase or any change significantly in the type of knowledge that I was gaining. It was just the same. So I really didn't understand the chant. But the universe works in weird ways and mysterious ways. So maybe since I've had this artery removed, it's an exterior artery, had it removed, maybe the chant is for me now. Maybe it wasn't for me then. Maybe it's for me now. And I've since tried to find it, the video for it, and it's gone. It doesn't exist anymore, or he removed it. But I have the chant though, and I'll share the chant with you right now. This is for, it's the chant for knowledge for the right temporal lobe. It goes, All dadu dim u elimin yinit ke adadu imayet arupurun uti. This is ancient Hindu shit. Adadu dim u elimit in yinit ke adadu imayet arupurun uti. It's the chant for knowledge. My doctor's appointment is tomorrow, and I'm gonna go in there like this. Like this. I'm gonna go in there with this. See, when I go to the doctor, I go in there asking questions. You know, I go in there asking questions because they don't ever know what's wrong. Because of course they ain't gonna know what's wrong with melanated people anyways. Because you know Western science ain't even geared for us. You know what I'm saying? But I go in there with poignant points. And after a few things that I've discovered about my medical records, I'm gonna just go in there and ask them, well, how come y'all didn't do this? Or how come y'all didn't test for this? You know, how come I had to find all this stuff out by myself? So I'm gonna go in with my weapon. And I'm gonna go in there with questions, and you know, not being, you know, a jerk about anything, but being real. Like, how I gotta pay you and you're a doctor, but you don't know. You don't know why this happens. You don't know nothing. So we're gonna see. But yeah, so keep you posted. My battery finna die, so I gotta go. So this is like 2 weeks after, about 2 weeks after my procedure, my surgery to get my temporal artery removed out of my dome. And I went to the doctor, like I said I was, with my physiology college grade book. And I think that, of course, made the doctor feel some kind of way, you know, because, you know, doctors feel some kind of way when you know stuff, or know just as much as they do. They get mad about that, but not neither here nor there. So, yeah, of course, the doctor was like, oh, well, you know, it looks fine. Just keep the bandage on it for about a week and a half more, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay. So, I can't really take what the doctor says. I mean, I can only take what the doctor says with a grain of salt. Yes, he studied some stuff, but of course, he only knows what he learned, and he didn't learn everything. So I've been using this time to process how to heal. Now, we can all meditate and try to heal ourselves, but just like with any other exercise, if you don't practice, you won't really know how to do it. So the more you shoot jump shots in the gym, the better you will be at jump shooting. You know what I'm saying? The more you shoot free throws, the better you are at free throws. The more you, if you're an athlete, you know, so the more you practice with something, the better you get. So I'm taking this situation of having a actual procedure, the surgery, to train my body. And since I can go into a meditative state, and I'm very sensitive, like my body's already sensitive. So if I get a cold, I know exactly when I'm getting a cold. I know exactly when the germ enters my body and when it affects me. That's how sensitive I am. So since I'm that sensitive, and I'm focusing my meditations on healing, I'm actually feeling how it feels for the nerves to redirect themselves, because when you're having the procedure, there's going to be some type of nerve damage or something, you know, to the immediate area. So I can actually feel that. So I'm using meditation to observe how my body is doing it, and I'll give you an example of how it feels. It feels something like, I don't know, for you women, if you're watching, or guys, if you ever had long hair, when you're getting your hair French braided or braided, how how it hurts, kind of like when they're pulling, especially like right there at the scalp. That's kind of how it feels when your nerves are firing or redirecting. So I'm taking that into consideration, and I'm trying to create some type of, for lack of a better term, muscle memory or body memory to it. So I'm using this procedure. If you're wondering why I've done it, there's many reasons why I've done it, but I'm using this procedure to learn how to redirect my nervous system, or what it feels like, so I can do it myself. Before I got the procedure done, I was using meditative techniques to try to shrink the size of the artery, and it kind of worked, but I didn't have enough chi, or enough I just didn't have enough chi to keep it permanently like that. I would suppose, because it never really stayed. So that's another reason why I kind of went ahead with the procedure. And I just did what the universe told me to do. I felt I did what was best, as far as being preemptive with that condition, because even though it didn't really have a major effect on me, I felt like that later down the line it could have. So that's kind of why I went ahead and had the procedure of having the artery removed. But and I wanted to, and what I was afraid of is if I was, how would it affect me spiritually. And so far, not so much. If anything, it is different, but it's good to be different, because now I'm learning different avenues of a spiritual path that I probably wouldn't have gone down before. So I don't know. I'm just documenting, keeping the update going.